Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood, where I loaded my game up, and the very first thing that happened... shit's disappeared. Is we completed a grant, weirdly. Like, I think it was the... I'm going to have to go back and check, but I think it was the grant for finding stolen tools and weapons, possibly, that we'd taken. I might be wrong on that. Maybe it was the... maybe it was something else. But... So... We're going to start today by taking a new grant, okay? Now, I'm not quite sure what to take. We could just go for good old cell block C. Probably not a bad idea. Inmate nutrition research. That is a little bit irritating, that one, because it tends to drive the prisoners crazy for a couple of days. And I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to do that to our prisoners. We're not treating them like prisoners, remember? We're treating them like... escapees from crime, protected custody, if you will, for every single person in this village. But it just so happens that, you know, we have different areas of protected custody. You know, like different grades of protected custody. That's how we're going to look at it. Okay, that's how we're going to deal with it. I think we should take the governmental security ratings grant. Because that's going to be pretty easy, right? We just need to get some dogs and some armed guards to wander around and protect our villagers, you know, from any outside crime coming into the village. Now, I want to finish off the mall today, but before we do that, something we need to deal with. I decided to have a little look at logistics just before we started up, right? I was like, wow, look at all these spaces, they're really cool. I wonder what the temperature's like. Bam. Can you see a problem here? Yeah? Yeah, me too. I might have overlooked giving these guys radiators. You know, this whole centre section of housing that we painstakingly built. Oh, it's happened. It's finally happened. We knew it was going to happen eventually. It finally happened. Somebody has decided to leave Morningwood and say goodbye to the protection that we offer, and instead, you know, risk their lives in the big bad outside world. They were like, you know what, I just need to go. Maybe they were having an argument with their neighbour, something like that. Maybe even they, you know, just gone a little bit crazy. Perhaps not being in the outside world had just driven them a little bit mad. Let's make that a high priority, shall we? I'm fairly sure it's going to come from like one of these places, right? It's the closest point to this wall, unfortunately. Man, that's a bit of a bummer. You know, an easy way to get around that would be just to buy... Whoa. Okay. Just to buy like these big plots of land. You know, that will alleviate the situation somewhat, especially as we've had to build so close to the edge. But it's a lot of money. We do have a good amount coming in now. You know, nearly $4,000. Oh shit, we've got less now because we've had an incident, unfortunately. But nearly $4,000 a day, which is pretty nice. You know, if we speed the game up a little bit, hopefully the construction workers will get out here eventually, come and deal with this problem. I don't know if they're going to. They might not. Is anybody going to come and deal with it? Here we go. Press F to follow. Nice. So we can follow old whoever this is. Barry Scott. We could say this is Barry Scott, right? I mean, Barry Scott is he was primarily like a salesman to sell it bang, but I feel like he'd be pretty good at you know, covering up tunnels, filling in holes, perhaps. I don't know. Just feels like it would be a pretty good speciality of his. Now let's see. Oh shit! Oh shit! This is a big tunnel. Have you ever seen a tunnel this big? I mean, what a weird way to choose to get out of the village. Wow. My God, it's huge. I have never seen one that big before. Honestly, that is a stonker. I like the fact they've managed to avoid all of the other cells as well. So none of the other villagers have had an opportunity to join this tunnel. Jesus, I just want to take that in for a second. I mean, that's almost half the map. Wow, that's incredible. All right, remove tunnels. Let's get. Wow, that's going to take a while. Let's get rid of that bad boy, shall we? At least it was only one person. Now, I guess that's the advantage of building this way. You know, they try to follow the roads because the roads have probably got the softest soil under them. You know, like, and they've already been dug up once, so it's probably going to be quite easy to dig them up again. But before we forget, let's have a look. Okay, these guys, all of these houses here don't have radiators in them, and I'm sorry. All right, I fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. I really should have been paying more attention to what I was doing. So now we're going to have to retrofit radiators into these homes. Okay, now first and obvious, that one can go there. Okay, I think this one should probably go next to the sofa, so it can keep them warm while they watch their TV. I mean, I can't believe I forgot to do this. I'm a pretty forgetful person at times. It's got to be said. Like, I think I've said it before. I'm no good with like dates. I'm pretty useless with like, I don't know, remembering little things. I'm good at. Well, no, actually, it's the wrong way around. I'm pretty useless at remembering important big things. What I am good at remembering is like really obscure things. You know, like odd moments in my life that occurred. The smells that kind of were around at that time. You know, those weird kind of, I don't know, the snapshots that your brain takes of those moments in time. And yeah, I don't know. The brain is an odd organ, honestly. Like, I don't really understand it. Look at this. Blah, blah. Oh my god, it's painful. Yeah, I don't really understand it. I'm not a brain surgeon, you know. I'm a games programmer. I understand computers. That's about it, though. So we're going to have to wait for them to get all of these radiators installed for us. And then once they've done that, we'll be able to like hook up all of the hot water. Now, good old sensational TKO, who's been watching the series closely and has been paying lots of attention, giving me lots of tips. He would like to see us turn this space into a bookstore. Okay, and you know what? I kind of like that idea. All right, now for now it's going to have to be a library, but I can rename the room, which I'm going to have to go through and rename a few of the rooms actually, because there's a lot of them which aren't appropriate for our needs anymore. But before we do that, let's get these radiators hooked in. Okay, because we're running the game at high speed. Of course, you know, all of the workers are literally acting like they are, I don't know, speed addicted. You know, like those ravers you used to see in like the 80s and stuff, late 90s, early 90s, late 80s. That's what I meant to say. You know, like off their rocker on like speed or bass or whatever the hell it was that they were putting into themselves. That's how our workers are acting right now, because we're running everything at full tilt like this. Okay, as you can see, they're all moving around like jerky little ants, but they should get the hot water pipe situation under control over there. Did we do the bottom? I think, oh no, I missed this one. Okay, there we go. And is that done? That's done. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we should follow Sensational TKO's suggestion. Okay, I think we should turn this into a groovy bookshop. All right, now a bookshop is of course indoors. It requires a library shelf and a sorting desk. All right, now the sorting desk is primarily where, you know, the books are all kind of categorized and catalogued, maybe put on one of those Dewey Decimal systems. But for our purposes, it's going to be like the librarian's desk. Okay, so we're just going to have one desk like that, and instead we're going to fill this bookshop with all kinds of library shelves. Oh, look at this. Library shelf? Shop shelf? Is there a difference? I guess there is a difference. Wow, okay. Oh, look at this, and it fits perfectly as well. We can do this. And of course, bookshops, they don't tend to always follow around the walls, you know. What they tend to do is actually jut out a little bit like this, so that you have these kind of pathways that you walk down to look at the books. But I don't know if that's going to suit our needs particularly well. I'm not sure. I think we might need to put one there and one like that. Okay, and I think that's going to be a pretty nice bookshop. Now, every bookshop needs to have... Oh, you know what? No, that's... I've changed my mind. Okay, I've absolutely changed my mind right now. We are... Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You can put that there. You can put all of those shelves there as we kind of requested. I think what I want to do is like that. Okay, so it's like an actual bookshop, and then this space down here is going to be like a reading corner. You know, like in those like really cool bookshops where you kind of go in and like they've got a little space that you can sit in and like read your book, like maybe get yourself a coffee, or in this case, some kind of like beverage from a drinks machine. There we go. That's looking nice. I mean, we could have done orange juice, couldn't we? Maybe orange juice would have been a better solution for a bookshop. But you know what? It's absolutely fine. We're going to go with that. We're also going to give. We're going to have a little shelf of books, okay? And that's going to be. It's going to be like the bargain basement books, perhaps. And we're just gonna put it up against the desk like that. You know, it's where like the cheap books go. The 99p. We want to get rid of this as quickly as we possibly can. Books. Now, of course, the sorting desk is going to need some kind of chair to sit in. I think possibly an office chair. You know, it doesn't fit particularly well actually. Given, no, we'll go for it. All right, we'll give them a nice office chair. Every librarian needs a good office chair to sit in. Okay. I don't think we need music in a library. Bookshops are normally quite quiet places. You know, people like to go there and kind of rest. Recover their brain, you know, think about like some literary tales that they maybe read as a child and are, you know, still deeply in love with as an adult, possibly wishing that they'd do some kind of movie adaptation of that said, you know, whatever it was, series of books that they like. But what colour carpet should we go for? I mean, we could do green, couldn't we? Green is kind of a very library colour, actually. And if we use the dark green, I don't think that'll be too bad. Like, the light green does just look like grass. Let's be honest. It looks a little bit naff. But dark green, I don't think dark green will be too bad. I think dark green will suit a library pretty nicely. I think it will make this space look even better than it already does right now. We've got our customary pot plant. We've got the old drinks machine, so the hipsters can come in and have their little reading session. I'm kind of tempted to make this a little dark carpet, but maybe not. I think I kind of like it like that, actually. We're going to leave it like that. We've got to make sure we do this outside space, but there we go. We've got a bookshop. This is the sensational TKO bookshop, you know. You can come down here and buy biographies about sensational TKO and the life and all of his prison architecting skills as well. You know, there's like dummies guides to being sensational TKO. That kind of stuff, you know the sorts of things I'm talking about. But yeah, I think we've done a really good job with the space, honestly. I think, whoa, what? Oh yeah, because it's daytime, of course. Yeah, I think this shopping mall is something to be proud of. I mean, we said we were going to call it the Terry Pratchett Memorial Shopping Mall. I think I'm still up for that, okay? It's a nice use of space, and we've done some really good things here, okay? I'm proud of it. But yeah, I mean, now we're going to have to think about what to move on to next, okay? We could always come down here. I think this might be an idea, actually. I think next time we come back, I'm going to do a little bit of outside work right now. But next time we come back, we're gonna replan this entire kind of staff area over here, okay? Because I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's one of my favourite things in this entire place because it's such a kind of logically ordered kind of space that we've created. But at the same time, like I want to do something, you know, that looks a little bit nicer than this at the end of the day, because this doesn't look fantastic, does it? It's got to be said. But we can, for now, get like all of this asphalt and everything put down, because this is going to look lovely. We're gonna lead some tiles up to the doors as well, so they can actually, you know, get to their respective places of work. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run it round like that, so it's like a double pathing system, you know. So like this is the road, and that's where the edge of the road comes up, and then this is where the path comes in. We're going to get some grass laid down as well, because we've kind of neglected this entire section of the village in terms of grass. We don't want to go over our doors though. There we go. I should have put the grass down first. I'm sorry. It was a little bit dumb of me to do it this way, because now I've got to kind of pick and choose where the grass goes around all of these spaces, which does make it incredibly awkward and a little bit fiddly to deal with as well. So there's my tip for you. If you're going to do this yourself, put grass down first, then put all of the in-between tiles. Now, I do want to get some trees down on here, okay? Because what kind of staff place wouldn't have like a couple of trees like that, and then maybe a bench on the grass as well, just looking out into the car park. But the thing is, putting the trees down does seem to eradicate the grass, which is a bit of a shame. This would be great. Look, we're going to put one bench there and one bench there, and then we're going to get some blue flowers, and we're just going to dot these on the corners like that. And we could even put some down the middle. Or in fact, you know what? I think we may just put some concrete tiles down the middle. I think that might look quite nice, right? What do you reckon? Is that overkill? Oh, it's probably overkill. Let's leave it as it is. We'll have a nice little bit of grass that they can enjoy. You know, they can come out on their smoke breaks, kind of sit here on the bench and watch the world go by outside. We can. I think maybe we'll do a little bit of road work here as well, so you can see the kinds of things that I kind of think about while we're doing this. So we're gonna get some dashed lines down there. But I think what it might be nice to do actually is put outer lines down around this entire space. You know, so we'll do this. And we'll go all the way along there. These things are, like, way more expensive than they should be. I'll be honest. Like, reality is, it's a bit of paint on the road. Like, it's not actually anything particularly fancy. But because it's a mod, you know, and I guess they wanted to try and keep things reasonably balanced and fair, they've just priced it at, like, $50. But I feel like it's a little bit of a rip. I do feel like I get skanked every time I buy them. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of worth it just for the extra detail that they add. Now, what I would really like to do is use some lines like this. Okay. But, I think what I need to do is put, like, a corner one like that. Oh, shit, we actually have to get rid of them? Oh, what a pain in the arse. Okay, right. I think we're gonna dismantle that one. We're gonna dismantle that one, and then we're gonna dismantle that one. And I think this should work. Okay, if we wait for them to do that, you'll see what I'm kind of planning. I mean, you may be able to work it out already just from watching me. To be fair, like I'm not particularly subtle about the things that I'm doing. Ah, fuck, that isn't right. Fuck. Oh well, it's going to be that way for now. I can't be asked to adjust it. I'm really sorry. Okay, one of these car parking spaces, and yes, that's what these are, is going to be. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. It doesn't look right. Okay, look, just dismantle. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just dismantle a whole bunch of these for now. We'll plan out the lines, and then we'll put some of these things back down. Okay, because I don't know if we're going to be able to make the lines fit like this. I'm not sure if it's going to work. We'll soon find out. Okay, look, like that, like that, like that, and then look, you see, this one is too far out. Fuck. Okay, look, new plan. We're going to extend the concrete tiles down to here, okay, and then we're going to extend the grass up to here. It may mean that we need to move the bench over, unfortunately, and possibly this tree. But we'll leave them for now, okay? I'm not going to be too anal about those. I'll be happy just to leave those as they are for now, and then we can get these outer lines back in. So we can put one there, one there, one there, one there. See, I mean, you get what I'm doing here, right? I hope this is kind of satisfying to look at, I'll be honest. Because if not, I'm going to be pretty disappointed in myself. I'm not going to lie. So let's just hope... Oh, fuck. Let's just hope for the best here. And see if we can get the win, you know? Go for gold. And kind of reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Yeah, that's sorry. I was watching that Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that came out at D27 earlier, just to show a friend of mine, because he's never played Kingdom Hearts, and like I quite like Kingdom Hearts. I'm kind of into it. You know, it's a good game. It's good fun. I recommend it. But yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Next time we come back, we're going to do these rooms. We're going to do something fancy with them. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm glad we completed the shopping mall. Don't forget to press the like button. Maybe subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and come and join us in Discord. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.